Hey guys, I just woke up and it's my day off on Tuesday. It's about like 1:30 p.m. I want to do like a wake up video, like, oh, this is what I do every morning. But instead of that, I want to do like environment dictates your reality kind of thing. So a while ago, I did a bunch of resin printing, and that didn't end up really well in the long run. And at the very end of it, I was just left with $1,000 of 3D printing material slash printer, just kind of sitting there doing nothing. And when I woke up every single day, I would just see a big, not failure or mistake, just a big mishap. And it just didn't work out. But so I replaced all that a while ago with all Lego. So now when I wake up, I look over here and I see all these different Lego sets. A big combination of my own designs, like this custom AAT, custom separatist droid speeder, a modified turbo tank, a bark speeder, that's a Lego set, and then gunship, droid gunship, and two Republic Coruscant Guard gunships. My police gunship, for a nice size comparison, like 2,000 parts, something crazy like that. And then the 2006 X-Wing, one of these 2005 or 7 V-Wings, a custom Anakin Starfighter. I always love that design. The back there, it got Mandalorian Starfighter, the Ghost, the 2010 or 2011 ARC 170, and then the newer X-Wing from 2021 or 22, something like that. And then you got the Scout Trooper helmet back there. And this is where I keep a huge variety of all my custom printed Lego minifigures. And over here, I got this nice display case from Walmart for like 10 bucks, 10, 15 bucks. And I cut up a gray base plate and put a bunch of minifigures in there. But overall, I try to wake up, subconsciously happy. But a lot of days it's really hard. So any sort of motivation, like your own work put right in front of you, honestly, it's probably the closest I've ever been to like sleeping next to my child, I guess, is when I was like building 1313 and like my bedroom was the other room. When you wake up and it's just a dark room and there's nothing in here, like anything that you made, you have that lack of sense of accomplishment. And so this just motivates me to like wake up, start the day, bright-eyed, bushy tail, and start like conquering the day. So that's what I want to share. Hey guys, just got off work, February 2nd. And I would like to make a vow to make something every day, but it's one of those things. I've done something like that many years ago where I've taken months where I just make something every single day, but then I instantly get burnt out and then just stop doing things for a long time. But I guess trying to push myself to motivate my creativity spark to get that, engine going, because it's getting pretty low on fuel right now with all these things happening in my own personal life and the whole world. It's just kind of crazy nowadays. So keeping your mind active and busy and your hands busy is the best thing to do. So I got a bunch of Lego sets. I'm gonna grab one, put some together, and then talk about it. And it's gonna be the video. It's just kind of a chill session with you guys. So.
Sunset whispers on my skin. End of day begins with a grin. Are done, the slate is clean. Looking back to what has been. Tired feet, but heart is light. Stars will guide me through the night. Dreams of dawn and days anew in the glow of life's review. Feeling gold from what I've done. Journey's just begun my run. Accomplished now, but still I see tomorrow's canvas waiting free. City lights are coming on. Neon dreams will lead me on.
Okay, coming to the set, I really enjoyed the overall shape and design. It's a little bit more triangular than the previous versions, because I don't recall them ever using these angled wedge pieces. I really enjoy that like spear shape when you look top down, and it has a lot of nice features. I think there's some spring-loaded shooters right here, and then a little landing gear, and this pops up. Nothing anything special. With the twin turbo like engines on the front really remind me of that Clone Wars 2002 version of Anakin's. That had to have been a huge inspiration for this overall design. And even on the back, I feel like they've captured a really nice, super like dagger shaped vehicle. And I'm really impressed by the overall design for this not even being a canon vehicle. The next set I'm gonna build with you guys is this Lego Star Wars Mandalorian N1 Starfighter. It is set number 75325. And I look forward to building this one because I'm always drawn to anything Mandalorian. And this set's pretty much going to be retired within the next coming months. I'm astonished by the size. I can see why it was like $70 originally because they just go by size now. Like, I'm overall impressed by the size of this model. It's from my forearm all the way to my middle finger. And that part likes to pop off. I mean, they could have done a little smoother connection right there. I don't know why that pops off so easily. One complaint I have to say I don't really like about this set is the fact that you have to take off the Mandalorian's jetpack so he fits in the cockpit. That seems like such a small oversight, but when designing a set, I think you should put that in the back of your mind. Oh, the figures have to fit in the vehicle. When you have to take that little jetpack off, it's just annoying. And I know they gave a little compartment right here, but you have to like angle it in a certain way, otherwise it won't properly have that snug connection. And that's another oversight, I feel like. But besides that, I really do enjoy the set a lot. Besides the entire size compared to the regular N1 Starfighters, I do have the previous versions, and I must say they're a lot smaller than this. It's really bizarre for me to see these little stubby points right here. I'm so used to the long, elongated points that go around this length, and so I like the overall general design of this vehicle because it looks fast just by looking at it. Like, oh, you don't even want to like touch it because it might poke you. But I love the overall design on the engines. It's pretty blank on the wings, but it's pretty accurate to the overall design. There's not much to say about that aspect, but I love the compartment for little baby Grogu because it has a little bubble, that way he can survive in space. I think the most surprising aspect of this vehicle is just when you're putting it together, you're not expecting how small like one section is, and then you connect it to another part, like this point. I had no idea how big this set was compared to the box. It's like huge, and I'm really surprised that the box itself is about the same size as the set. So that gives it a rough size comparison. And don't get me wrong, guys, I've been super busy, or at least telling myself I'm super busy. I got all the Lego collection out of like the closet. Literally, it came out of the closet. So I had 7 huge containers, like all of these. 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4, 5, and then 6 down there, and then 7. So I have a huge variety of like random parts, and I always feel guilty buying any more Lego because it's like, oh, you don't sort the stuff you already have. So I finally got that courage, that humph, that oomphsva, you know? Got that back for now. Because it comes and goes whenever bad things happen, it seems like. So right here I got this Walmart like foldable table, and all of these parts have been sorted out piece by piece. I get all the way down here. So I do like standing when I'm sorting Lego parts just because I'm always sitting on my butt on that chair, and standing and getting up and going around and grabbing things and throwing parts, and it's a lot better, let's just say. So right here you can kind of tell that I have some yellow parts. You know, I grab any yellow part, light yellow, dark yellow, just grab all the yellow parts. If it's a separate part, kind of break it apart, but if it's together, just kind of throw it in there. You know, you got the yellow parts right there. And then I just keep on searching, grab the dark blue parts, and then just pour it in the dark blue bins over there when it gets too full right here. I go into further detail in a second right here. So I'm going to show you guys. Here's like the bird's eye view, what I see. So you got the blue, white, red, black. You got the browns, dark browns, green, just standard Lego green, not the bright green over there. Light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, yellow, tan, medium, nougat. And then right here, I'm gonna be doing like 1x1s, 1x2s, 1x3s. I have all these little dividers that way I can include like 1x4s, 1x5s, whatever, so on and so forth. And you got the 2x3s. I should probably include a 2x2 in here somewhere. But then 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x8s, 2x10s, 2x12s, 2x14s, 2x18s, or 2x16s. And then these are all just the plates. But then up here, you got the olive green, and then you got dark green, blank one, then the old gray, then pretty much all like the turquoise, like off blue colors, and you got the dark red, the bionicle, the metallic parts. So any silver, gold, bronze, like the shield. I think this is kind of like a bronzish. You got the old gray, then you got pinks, purples, dark tans, you got dark blues, then you got dark orange, like off green, light green, then you got the clear, transparent ones, tires, some random parts, and printed parts, and then orange. But doing it this way makes it so much more approachable just because everything's all sorted out and very nicely. The weirdest Lego part I've ever seen is this like weird tiki head guy. I have no idea what it's from. Um, it's just a weird looking guy. It says Lego on him, but I have no idea. Like Ninjago or some old style theme that went out of style, I guess.
Like Tony's sight, gathering his light, returning right. Destiny calls with Lego stars, building dreams from moons and Mars. After work he's feeling drained, eyes on fire, brains unchained. Rarely does he craft his world, lost in circuits, futures world. Lego spaceships calling now, Tony's vision won't allow. Synchronous pulse he builds anew, block by block his dreams come true. Exhausted he might seem tonight, but in his mind worlds take flight. Horror core beats filling air, pixel stars beyond compare. Tony's hands are strong and bold, masterpieces to behold. Under night's electric skies, blocks and thoughts harmonize. His destiny's a Lego piece, fitting into night's release. Echoes of a synthwave tune, guiding hands beneath the moon. Unchained, rarely does he craft his world, lost in circuits, futures world. Lego spaceships calling now, Tony's vision won't allow. Synthwaves pulse he builds anew, block by block his dreams come true. Exhausted he might seem tonight, but in his mind worlds take flight. Horror core beats filling air, pixel stars beyond compare. Tony's hands are strong and bold, masterpieces to behold. Under night's electric skies, blocks and thoughts harmonize. System is a Lego piece, fading into night's release. Echoes of a synthwave tune, guiding hands beneath the moon. Tony's hands are strong and bold, masterpieces to behold. Under night's electric skies, blocks and thoughts harmonize. Tony's a Lego piece.
Hey guys, it's February 21st and it is like 4:30 p.m. I just got off work and it's like the third or fourth day of like just kind of building Lego set at least almost every day. I think it's good to like just build when you want to, but then don't feel like you have the pressure to like, oh, I need to do something else today. I need to upload, I need to I finished the Mandalorian Starfighter. I absolutely love this overall design. I was absolutely shocked the construction method because the first like 30 pages, 30, 40 pages is just plate on top of plate on top of plate. It's so thin. Like I've never seen a Lego Star Wars vehicle this thin before. I think it's probably a brick thick. So here's a regular 2x4 green brick and just about 3 plates in thickness, maybe 4. But like I was really impressed by the overall construction because you build the frame first and then you build the cockpit and then install it later on. I've never seen a ship built like that before. Um, when you're putting it together, it's really bizarre because there's plates that will just not really be on top of another plate. It'll just be in like mid-air. And but the next step is you connecting that plate to another plate. As a personal Lego Star Wars, mock designer, I always take that into account. Try not to build things when there's no surface area to connect to, because you're not just gonna have a floating brick in midair. That's what I'm trying to get at. I always have like sub models that you put together first and then add on to the mock itself. But what Lego did was, let's say if it was connected here, it's connected, but then the next step they add another one connecting, branching these two pieces together. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So this is actually only half of the set. I've started the second half. This is the TIE Interceptor, and this section right here was a pain in my behind. I don't know why, but like I skipped like one step or 1 or 2 steps with 1 or 2 parts, and my God, it wasn't connecting, and it was like irritating me. But I was like, wow, this is actually a brain teaser because I'm like, where did I mess up? There's not that many parts in this little thing. Because every time I would go to connect it, it all should be flush, but it was off by like a plate here, and so you couldn't finish the build without doing it properly. I did notice when I was building that section, I kind of like went left to right, but it's up and down because my brain thinks left to right. I don't think, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm thinking how I design my own instructions, because personally with Bricklane Studio, let me pull up the instructions for that set. So if I just pull up to a random page, it was early on, page 22. When it says add these parts, it's like, it's all white and there's no outline of the part. So you're just constantly like looking back and forth, like where the heck are these pieces going? That was really frustrating for me because as a mock designer, making instructions, I always have, at least in insta.io, they highlight the color and you can design, it's red, white, green, blue, entire color catalog. So you can choose what color to outline it. I'm pretty sure newer sets nowadays do have that outline for the part. It was just a little irritating putting it together. But I understand why Lego does it like that. Because it's a brain teaser, they want you to spend more time on it, more attention, really care about their product. I understand that. But as a designer, when you want to get something done and you're just like, what do they add? What do they add back and forth? It's a little irritating, but a fun irritation. Not like, oh, I hate this. I guess I had a lot on my mind about this one set.